everybody to Swishcast. We've been gone for a couple months, as you can tell, because it's me streaming and not Party Pug TV, who's had a clean attendance record for almost 2 years. It's coming up in a couple months. It's going to be 2 years of Swishcast, and he has
2 years of midcast.
Oh damn! Well, at least we're better than TF Talk. Anyway, we got Indy, we got Azel, we got Sam, we got Kashu. They were being very funny while you guys couldn't hear them.
Yeah.
So, but that is unfortunately now all lost media. So,
Yeah, blame it on Jorge on it.
It's lost media, and you, the viewer, have to find it.
Episode.
Swishcast lost media.
Are you guys audible now?
Yeah, they can hear us.
People are
Speaking
saying
of audible.
people are saying there we go, so I'm assuming we are.
Speaking of audible, want free audiobooks? Well, here you go. So
I thought you were going to play an ad. I was scared.
We've been doing something. We've been very busy these past couple of weeks, but something we have made time for, unfortunately, is not playing TF2. So, we got an idea for the idea for this episode because we've been playing a lot of Overwatch, so much so that Blizzard sent me an email with my Overwatch weekly progress report telling me that I have a 0.5 KD. Like, thanks. Like, fucking.
You should. You need to show that on stream later.
I'll need to put that up on screen.
I think. Can we re-explain how we like what's it called? Like, you got back into it, and I got into it for the first time.
Right,
so,
right. Okay, so for those of you that don't know Overwatch, well, you guys fucking know Overwatch. All right, let's
for those easier now. For those of you like playing.
Let me read off the wiki.
in the fucking like forest.
Overwatch was a hero-based shooter by Blizzard Entertainment, released in 2016.
Released in
for all
2000.
So for all the enzymes that have emerged from the pod yesterday, Overwatch is a game that came out in 2016, and everyone was saying that it was going to be the TF2 killer, and it ended up not being that at all. And we'll get into that later. It's a good game. It's we'll be talking about it, but we decided to make this episode because we have Sam here. Sam's avid TF2 player.
Oh yeah,
loosely.
no. So we'll take over from here. So basically, I was going like, I want something new to play, and Indy was like, "Oh, get Overwatch 2. It's free." And I said, I think I want to play PUBG. And before any of you fucking bully me, PUBG is a good game. Okay, I like it. So I said to Indy, "Okay, I'll get Overwatch 2 if you get PUBG." We shake on it. I install Overwatch 2. I play a couple of games with Indy, and I'm hooked. And Indy never even had to get PUBG because we just don't play anything else other than Overwatch 2 now.
He's just become like an Overwatch addict. I don't even
Overnight.
like. You have like 50 hours over like 2 weeks. Like that's like a
I will
part-time job.
I'll check my time. Like
Check your time right now.
it's 60 hours.
Yeah, 60 hours over like 2 weeks is crazy. So I've been playing Overwatch since 2016 when it came out. I remember I bought Overwatch Origins Edition, and it came with this like Overwatch pin that I've never worn, that I've never taken out of its case. The Overwatch. I've never. What would I put an Overwatch pin on? And I digress. It's been a really great game. I've really liked it. I'm on and off with it. But mostly, I think it's the kind of thing where you have to be in an Overwatch swing to be playing Overwatch, whereas you have to be in a TF2 swing to play TF2 as well.
And right now we're not in the TF2 swing.
Yeah, now we're Overwatching, but don't worry, we'll be talking about TF2 as well because we have some comparisons to make.
It's the equivalent of that 1 week long Minecraft SMP with your friends that you do and then forget about.
We had that. We did have
We've
that
had
as well.
so many.
We've had a couple.
It's basically that.
Um,
Azel, what's your experience with Overwatch?
I got into Overwatch in like I think Well, I think like as an Overwatch fan, because I'll admit I really like the game. I was kind of a fan from the start. I think I kind of became a fan when it like first released in like what was it, like July 2016, something like that. Then I actually got to play it in around like Christmas 2017, and I think that's around when they were like adding Orisa and Doomfist, if I'm not wrong.
Might be.
And
I don't have the timeline up, but that sounds about right.
yeah, and I think that's legitimately the peak fun Overwatch 1 ever was at of all time. But the problem is they made some of the characters like Doomfist like way too fun to play. And not fun enough to die to, and they ended up
remember-
going through like bug fixing hell and everything to try and make it balanced.
I love that like first week that Doomfist dropped. He dropped that because you had to be locked in and try and like select him like for frame one because everyone wanted to play him.
I could never play Doomfist because my computer was too slow to load into the game. So anytime I would like load into the like hero select screen, he would already be locked to some guy. I just couldn't play him.
Yeah.
And,
It's kind of like if they like released Demo Knight as like a separate character. Do you imagine like TF2 like they had more classes and they added Demo Knight class.
Demo Knight is the only subclass, so it's
He is basically
he
like
is the only
Doomfist.
subclass.
That is true. He's kind of like his own Doomfist in a way.
I guess we're all kind of Doomfist in a way.
Hold on, we might be cooking with this one.
So, Kashu, my hungover friend, what's your experience with Overwatch?
All right, air out my laundry like that. But yeah, my Overwatch experience was just like yours, Indy. I got the Origin edition.
Yeah.
I started playing on the Xbox One. That was my Overwatch. Yeah. And yeah, it was fun, bro. What? Because I had an Xbox.
Yeah.
Did you have Uno?
Hell? One Xbox?
Well, no. At this point, Uno was paid. You have to pay for Uno now.
No,
Oh.
but it comes free with your fucking Xbox.
That's the 360, buddy.
We used to be.
No, it comes
society.
free. You have Uno.
So
like,
Kashu, why did you have an Xbox?
This is are we padding time right now? Is that what's happening? Like
No,
okay,
I think that is a genuine question. Why the fuck would you buy an Xbox One over a PS4?
Well,
it
I
had
was an
games.
Xbox.
The PS4 had games.
When?
Whatever. The
Name
PS5.
one.
The PS5 does not. But
Name one
PS4
PS4
did.
game.
Huh?
Name one PS4 game, and you can't say Knack or Knack 2.
Uncharted 4.
PC.
Yep. Okay. PC Master Race wins again.
It's
Okay, can
wait,
we
is
shut up
Uncharted on
about the
PC?
consoles now?
Anyway, yeah, fuck. What are we talking about again? What's this
talking-
We're
podcast
talking about
about?
Overwatch.
We're talking about Overwatch, so we started like in the
Oh my god,
console war.
Overwatch porn is so good.
Okay,
Oh my
okay. But this is a live
Take the
stream.
mic away from him.
Oh, I think. Do you get like podcast rusty? Is that like a thing? Like you haven't
I think
podcasted
it
in
might-
like 2 months.
I think it might be.
A little
Alright.
bit, but I think also like this episodes were not organized at all. We just kind of
Yeah, we don't have any like
topics.
topics.
We just wanted to
a
return.
couple
We wanted
things.
to return to Swishcast, so might as well just do it now, and then we can work on better things later. But
People are
back,
agreeing with
baby.
me in chat.
who's saying in chat? Who's shit talking me, chat?
Nobody said that.
Everyone's making fun of you in chat.
Anyway, guys. So we've been getting into the Overwatch swing of it, or should we say Overwatch 2. And I honestly have some thoughts about it. And I think we should start off with you, Sam. I know we skimmed over it, but I want your fresh thoughts as you logged in 60 hours over 2 weeks about how what were your expectations going into it? Did you like you knew like the TF2 fanboy stereotype of hating Overwatch? How did that affect your opinion of it? Just tell me about it, Sam. I'm all ears.
All right, so I started off Overwatch. I was expecting it to. Have we given our thoughts? We gave our thoughts on Deadlock, didn't we?
No.
Not yet, but I kind of want to go into that a bit later.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be a Deadlock situation where it's like this, like a personality-less, like new shooter that kind of meshes in with a load of other ones. I thought it was going to be like no personality, kind of fucking just bland shooter. But I was expecting it was either that or I was expecting it to like just be kind of like a worse TF2. But when I actually played it, it had a load of play styles, and I was really surprised it did this. It had a load of play styles that were really different from TF2. Like you could tell that they took inspiration, but they were different enough that it felt fun, and that it was fun, and it didn't just feel like, well, why would I not just play TF2? Obviously, there's a couple of them that it's like, okay, yes, every game is gonna have like the sniper role and like the tank with fucking machine guns. But I was extremely pleasantly surprised. On now, there are things that I will get to later that I don't like about Overwatch, and stuff like that. But yes, extremely pleasantly surprised.
And honestly, I haven't played much Overwatch ever since it became Overwatch 2. So hopping on back on with Sam, and seeing the world through his eyes was great, because I managed to finally have fun in that game again. And yeah, I don't know. It's the sort of thing where you guys ever have those like TF2 games where you join in, your KD's like 1 to 12. You have like you're doing very poorly. You keep just getting out of spawn, dying instantly, and like you switch class every time you die, and nothing feels right. And then the whole match votes for like bad water again, and then you just kind of leave. It's like that sort of like that's when you're not in the TF2 swing of things. All right, then it's time to play something else. And I've been in that kind of rut for a little while, so. Getting to play some Overwatch has certainly broken that.
Let's put some WD-40 on that Rust.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Why is it called WD-40?
I think with Overwatch,
Sorry.
Hold on.
Okay, so hold on. Let me stop the whole podcast right now. I'm looking it up.
Okay. Jamie, can we look that up?
Jamie, can you pull that up?
But yeah, no, I think with Overwatch, I mean, there's some kind of like, I'm not fully sure what it is, but when I switch from like my play sessions on Overwatch back to like TF2, my aim is like destroyed, and like it's probably because like I'm a pyro scout something main on like TF2, and then I play Overwatch and I go from like Zenyatta and Junkrat, which like doesn't make a whole lot of sense in terms of how they were played. But like I think just like the way like just like small things from like the way characters move around, and like kind of like there's a lot of delay to like movements, even like mouse movements and stuff, that like completely like somehow makes it different enough that I think it's easier to go into Overwatch from playing TF2 than it is to go into TF2 after playing Overwatch.
True. They're not
Sam,
as similar as some people might think.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say I did switch from we were recording a video for indie.
right, so we were on our TF2 server, Swishcast Central, and we were playing some old TF2 maps, and the whole time Sam just couldn't stop complaining about how TF2 doesn't feel like Overwatch.
No, okay, I got used to it eventually, but first like 10 minutes I was like, this feels so like floaty, or like it felt so fucking weird. Like, okay, I have it so that I went to an aim converter that like so that my aim would be like 1-to-1 in Overwatch and TF2. But like is there any chance you'll remember the password to your channel anytime soon? I'm never making a video ever again.
Hey, brother,
I'm
join the
working.
club.
I'm working on one right now. Don't worry about
Also,
it.
shout
alright?
out to the pro cat who got me the reason why it's called WD-40.
Wait,
yeah, water
is that actually
displacement
true?
40th formula.
I choose to
I
believe
looked
it.
it up as well.
It
I looked
must
it up
be.
as well. It is.
Facts. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, it was really weird getting used to that. I feel like it's been even longer now since I've gone back to TF2. I feel like when I do go back, I'm gonna have to like take a whole like 2 weeks to relearn TF2. So I
It's
will
be a
say,
master of both
actually,
swords.
sorry, I've been playing a lot of Pharah, which is like like TF or Overwatch's version of like Soldier. I am going to be so fucking good with the direct hit when I go back to TF2.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's actually good training. But yeah, no, I think like Overwatch just like because like they've got to like it is like a game engine thing, but like with Overwatch, 'cause, like all the characters are different. Like they've got to like all have different types of like weight, and you can like feel that like some of the tank characters fall faster than like some of the other like like lighter characters and stuff. And then you go back to Overwatch, you play heavy, and he's like it's like he's like a balloon. He's fucking like he's like actually floating every time you press space.
I don't know why you say that like TF2 is more floaty, because I feel like Overwatch is incredibly like floaty, like control wise, especially if you keep
It
jumping
is
around.
no, because TF2 is trying to be like, or no, fuck, Overwatch is trying to be like more grounded in like, it's quote
What?
unquote grounded in realism. Like it's not as cartoony.
Chat,
Like it's
what is
obviously.
bro yapping?
No, no, no. I agree. Hold on. I
Overwatch
do
is
agree
not
because
as cartoony as TF2.
I
It is
don't
not.
think I think you mean that more as in like mechanically than like
Mechanically, yes, but
yeah.
also in a lot of it, a lot of, it's still cartoony, but it's not as cartoony as TF2.
Put the fries in the bag, little bro.
Shut up, Kashu. All right, I
I think I
brought
see
you
what you
up.
mean,
I invited you to Swishcast. I can take you out.
Man,
yeah, I see
we
what you
have
mean, but
gotten
it's more like
rusty.
Overwatch has always been kind of like a Pixar film, and then TF2 is like a like more of like a 80s
It's
70s cartoon.
Venture Bros.
Yeah.
Nah, Venture Bros is based. I will say, something I've noticed going from Overwatch to TF2 is that TF2 really needs a more tank-ish characters. I feel like TF2 really needs a character that can like absorb 1,000,000 damage and just keep going. Because I know you're thinking like heavy like folds like more easily than Soldier does. I don't like. I've never gotten like the point of like, oh, Heavy's a tank. Heavy's only a tank because he's slow. Like Heavy just like dies so easily. But then when you
I think you just suck at heavy, man. I'm not.
but then
gonna
when
lie.
you go as my main man Winston, okay, 700 some health, all right.
True.
All right, you
Hold
jump
on.
you jump into battle. There's everyone's focus firing you. You put down your protective barrier. I'm just saying, you put down that barrier, you got that Tesla coil cannon up, and you're just doing damage. I'm just saying. If
Then
see
you
if
go
Heavy,
full primal rage.
yes, exactly. So that's what. Oh God. So what I'm saying is, if Heavy had twice the health and could jump into the air soaring, that would be awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're completely forgetting that what's it called? Everybody in Overwatch 2 takes more time to kill. Like, okay, like what's it called? If you're to play Tracer is like Overwatch's version of Scout, okay? If you play Tracer, you will have to probably reload your gun at least once to kill most of the classes in the game. Okay, if you're like not hitting headshots. In TF2, you need 2 shots of your gun. Like everybody die. Every single fight in TF2 is a lot quicker, but there's a lot more people in TF2 lobbies. It like balances out. It balances out in the way so that like each game is about the same kind of rough length. But what's it called? Uh, they're different overall. No, or they're different. Each individual fight is different, but between the 2 games, but overall it's about the same length between games.
I will say that Overwatch has like way more drawn out like 1v1s, which can like half the time that's great. I think that's like you know both players are really putting in the skill to best one another, but at the other times it just feels like you know when you're a scout and there's another scout on the enemy team and then you're 1v1ing and both of you are like strafing out the other one and both of you are missing your shots, so you're just like standing there like you emptied your whole clip like twice and you're still reloading and he's still reloading, both of you are still fucking full health, and it just never ends until like a soldier just kills both of you or something like that. That's how some 1v1s in Overwatch feel. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Some people just don't
Yeah.
die.
Happens a lot, especially when somebody's playing the same character as you. Which
Oh
like
yeah.
it's not as much of a problem in TF2 because I mean there's not as many characters, but like I mean like good thing about TF2 I think it's good it only has 9 classes. I think that's like the best thing ever in the world, having like a very limited pool of characters to pick from. I don't like as much as I do kind of love all these characters except a couple of them. I don't like how like Overwatch has now how many? It's over
Like
30
40,
characters.
like 40
Yeah,
characters.
because like it like TF2 kind of has that, but like to a very very much lighter extent because you can still like it it ends up like revolving so much around rock paper scissor mechanics in terms of like picking characters and fighting the enemy team's characters because like I mean like if the enemy team has a lot of scouts, go engineer, play some sentries, play pyro, like those are a thing, but if you can still be a really good scout and like good enough to like be able to like deal with these like with these other classes with Overwatch sometimes like there's not really much of a choice for you.
That I've actually seen videos of like Overwatch like YouTubers saying that same thing. It's like that's one thing that I've not enjoyed about Overwatch is counterpicking. It's such a big part of the game. I like playing Farah. And she gets counterpicked quite easily. She's a very fun class, but she gets counterpicked quite easily. Um it's incredibly annoying that I can't play the class that I want to play, even if I'm like, I don't. It's not. I like as Azelle said, like if you're a really good scout in TF2, you might, some classes might, counter you, but you can still work around that. And if you're good enough, you can like beat them. But in Overwatch, it just you really don't feel that. I'm sure, yes, if you're like God send Farah, like never leave your room, piss in a pot, Overwatch is your fucking lifeblood. You can probably be like whoever counters you, your Widowmakers, your McCrees, but it's a lot harder to do.
I feel like yeah, because if you're like really good at like any class in TF2 except maybe heavy, you can like outplay any other like class in the game. But in Overwatch, it's like if they pick your counter, like it's just over. You're done. You're done. Um,
it happened to me like a lot because I in my early like Overwatch days, like I was like a Junkrat one trick, which means that basically he was the only class I would ever play, and like I got like I don't know, 300 hours on him. I was like going beast mode on Junkrat every single match. And then I got interested into playing competitive around like 2018-ish. Um and like around that era, like the Overwatch community was really, really, really annoying about the characters you were kind of allowed and not allowed to play in competitive. Like I
Should've
got
picked
told off playing
Mercy.
competitive so many times because I wanted to play Junkrat. Because the thing is, Junkrat gets like is supposedly super easily countered by Pharah, but like that pissed me off so much that like I just learned how to jump Pharahs like every time I see them now. So like it is still something you can do in Overwatch, but like you are like super heavily discouraged as well.
Kashu, how was the Overwatch comp scene on Xbox?
I don't know. I was like hard stuck. What is it? Fucking. I was hard stuck
Bronze.
silver because I was ass.
Silver? Isn't that like that's like the second lowest?
Yeah.
That is the second lowest. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm nearly diamond. I'm
I did
trying.
make my way up to gold at one point, but
It's like
it took a lot of effort from Xbox asked me.
It's like with a TF2 competitive. I remember you have to win 10 games to get your TF2 competitive rank. So what I did was I got a bunch of friends on and we were doing road to placement, which basically meant can we find 10 games of competitive and win them to get a rank? It's like we couldn't.
Impossible.
We could not.
It wasn't impossible.
Like obviously everybody knows TF2's competitive is nowhere near up to snuff to Overwatch's, but I was like, I've said this before. I actually like TF2's competitive, and I got like really into it so much so that I was so close to Death Merchant. But the thing is, whatever the way that MMR works in TF2's competitive, if you lose one game, you will drop a whole rank. It's fucking dreadful. So yeah.
Party always tells this story, but he was actually I think was one rank away from Death Merchant, and then he lost one game, and he went all the way back to tier 1 somehow.
No, I don't believe that. That sounds like a partyism. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's what he said. He's not here to defend himself, so you know.
Fuck you.
I do want to say that I saw in chat someone said that TF2 is more fast-paced than Overwatch, and I really would not say so, because most Overwatch matches range from like 5 to 10 minutes, right? And then you're on to the next one. While TF2, you know, it's very relative. If you're playing casual, you'll have like 20 to 30 minute matches, and if you're playing 24/7 2-4, you know, the fun never ends. So I think with I think when it comes to pace, Overwatch is definitely a game you can just hop in and hop out of. I mean, not to say that TF2 isn't that, but that's mostly because TF2 doesn't have like penalties for leaving a mid-match, which Overwatch unfortunately does, and I hate it.
I think no, but I think what they meant by it's more fast paced is like the 1v1s, the actual fighting, if you get me. Like you're gonna if you're like 1v1ing someone, that fight is gonna be over a lot quicker in TF2 than it will be in Overwatch. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think
said as well about how in Overwatch as well, like there's less players per match and per team and everything, but also like TF2 like you can really take TF2 at your own pace, because like you'll have matches where you can absolutely roll the enemy team on like Harvest or something, or like you know, one day you'll have a match where you're like, I'm gonna play Engineer and try my best to set up a sentry spot, and you cannot get a second teleporter going anywhere, and you're not helping the team at all, and then you're just having a terrible match, and like I would say that's a really fast-paced like match. But it's like
that
you
is
know,
that is
you can
true.
make your own pacing. In Overwatch, you're kind of forced. Well, not forced, but like playing the objective is the only thing you can do.
Yeah, there's no making your own fun in Overwatch. If you're doing like badly, it's just like no, like you're gonna get like cussed out by your team. But in TF2, if you're doing badly, like there's 11 other players to pick up the slack, you know. So
Oh,
it's like
yeah, no, that is one thing I will say about Overwatch. I did not fucking think I was gonna say this. I think I prefer TF2's community to Overwatch's. Oh my god. Every fucking and no offense to those people watching us. We love yous all, but in general, oh my god, if you're not like up to you know your every single person on your team's standards, you'll be fucking cussed out in chat and you'll be called like shit and all. Like it is like dreadful. Like I would be like, guys, this is literally my first game in Overwatch, and people would be like, never play the game again, kill yourself, uninstall. Like I've seen some dreadful stuff in TF2, but it's few and far between. If I underperform in any game of Overwatch, I'm going to be called a slur. Well, not a slur because they'd be bland, but like I'm going to be called out in chat. So,
yeah, no, there's no doing badly in Overwatch. It's just like you need to either you do well or you get like your next reason why from
your
someone in
next
chat.
reason.
But like I think Overwatch I love Overwatch players though because they are so much easier to upset than TF2 players. I feel like because there was this bit that I kept doing. So to explain, Winston is a monkey tank scientist character, whatever, and he isn't generally considered like good. Most people like stay off, don't want to go to Winston. There's other tanks, whatever. He's in the meta. But what I would do is I would join every match and I would type in chat, level 75 Winston guys, be careful. And immediately people get upset because first of all, I'm like a level 5 Winston and not 75.
And
but
also,
also,
Overwatch players don't know what a fucking joke is, apparently.
yeah, they never know what a joke is. So they're like, dude, if you actually think that hero progression levels actually contribute to your skill, you're stupid. And like,
oh, sorry, Indy. Can I?
yeah.
Remember that one time you said, I'm in the top 100% of Winstons.
Yeah,
And
no,
then-
it was Doomfist. It was. I remember.
Doomfist, yeah.
So there's another character called Doomfist, and I said I'm in the top 100% of all Doomfists in the world, and some guy fought me tooth and nail in chat saying that I was wrong.
and then about 3 people in chat start arguing. He's like, it's literally like that you have Uno video. It's like, if you're in the top 100%, it means you literally play Doomfist and nothing more. He's like, no, if you're in the top 100%, that means you're the best Doomfist player ever. They like actually couldn't agree.
It was like a Greek pantheon of philosophers in my match chat. It was great.
It's fucking hilarious because the game just has like a window where you can check who's at the top of the leaderboards of like each character and everything as well.
Top 100%.
By the way, if we have to spell it out, if you're in the top 100%, it means that you literally play the character and nothing else. Like that, the top 100% includes everybody.
You are okay. You viewer.
Indy wasn't even lying when he said that. Like he is in the top 100%.
You viewer are also in the top 100% of Doomfist.
If you've played Doomfist, you're in the top 100% of Doomfist players.
Except for the 60% of people who voted on the poll and said that they didn't touch Overwatch. They haven't played it.
46
yeah, you guys are not in the top 100%.
That's a good spread. Yeah, but no, I'm talking about people who have played Doomfist like once in their life.
If you picked Scout once in your TF2 career, congrats. You're part of the 100%.
Top 100% scouts. You know what's like insane to me is that like Sam, when you like started playing, you had like no idea of like what anything was at all in Overwatch.
Mm.
And to me, that's crazy because I kind of like ended up getting this assumption that like Overwatch just kind of became like culturally like relevant for everyone like who also played video games in my surroundings.
Well, like
'Cause
I knew I knew who some characters were. Like I knew I know like I'd probably be able to name all the Overwatch 1 like characters. Maybe
No,
I'd probably
you
fall off.
you called Zarya Zimbabwe. While
Yeah,
we're playing.
okay, well I couldn't fucking you knew who I was talking about though, like
but what I mean specifically is like, for example, there was a point where like you asked like what Reaper's ult does, and I was like shocked because like I have this like assumption that like everyone has seen the Overwatch shorts. They're like the TF2 like meet the class to me. Like these are just
I
things that everyone on the internet has seen and knows.
I've never watched an Overwatch short. Like
That's crazy.
I've heard they're high quality, but I've never watched them.
That's gonna be my next poll.
Actually, sorry, I watched
Crazy.
the Juno one. That's it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they are really high quality, and you should watch them if you can. I just want we with Indy, we were like watching a bunch of them, just trying to like kind of like I
Catch
don't know,
up.
going like
pretty
a weird
much.
like catching up and nostalgia as well. And we're just like wondering like why Blizzard doesn't just have like a movie division at this point to to just make a series or something.
Because I would argue honestly that some, not all of them, but some of the Overwatch shorts are like just as iconic as like the Meet the Team videos. Because like I think it has like a ridiculous like 40 million views or something. Like the short with Hanzo and Genji, like them like the two ninjas or whatever, like fighting. Like that short has like an obscene amount of views. Oh yeah, and in chat, someone's saying that the Bastion one is absolute cinema. That's like a silent film that like portrays like a really nice, heartfelt story. And I definitely agree with that. That's like a really good short. But
Shout out to
obviously
my boy
they're
Bastion.
Bastion gone too soon.
God.
He's still
No,
with us.
No, okay, I need to tell the story. This is you weren't here for this, Sam. This was before your time, but there was when Overwatch 2 just came out, they had to remove Bastion just outright from the game for like a month.
True.
Because they found a way to like break his like ultimate to make it like do infinite damage. So instead of just fixing the bug, they just removed the character from the game for like
Seriously?
yeah, they just removed him from the game for like 3 to 4 weeks until like they fixed it, I guess. And that's like
3 to 4 weeks.
That's such an insane like thing to me, because imagine like someone found a way to make like heavy insta kill anyone he looked at or whatever, and they just like removed him. They just like removed your ability to like select him.
That is insane to me. I'm sorry. That is absolute. If it was like a day, I would be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. 3 to 4 weeks. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's like Valve like figured out that people can use engineer to like get behind, can like get under the map and place sentries, and then instead of like just kind of like rolling out a patch a day later, they just like remove him for a week.
Every time a new Delphi video comes out, engineer gets removed from the fucking game.
Okay, yeah, you guys are forgetting that they actually did do this. They did this with the Madcap, and that's why he's not in the game.
Shut up!
Bastion got Madcap.
He did. Madcapped out of existence.
That's true. That is true. Madcap. I miss it, man. Yeah, because shoot, you were on the Xbox, so you remember the Madcap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I remember that.
They still have him on
the
Xbox
version.
Oh man. But yeah, no, they just like removed a character, and I was very upset because I was a Bastion main at the time, and that actually like forced me to play other characters and also go back to playing Team Fortress 2. You know. Yeah,
I mean,
no,
that is good though, because in Overwatch you cannot just play only one character.
Yeah, no, that is true. You need to
There's one thing
diversify
that
your
sucks.
portfolio.
Yeah, you literally need to have a portfolio of characters you main. Like I would there was a time where like all I was playing was like Zenyatta for like a little bit, and then fucking I mean like when we started playing again, and what's this new character Venture?
Venture, yeah.
Venture is like a really fucking fun character. Not if you're Zenyatta fighting against Venture, because Zenyatta is a slow floating monk who throws balls at people and heals his friends and puts damage orbs on people. He's cool, but he has no movement abilities. Meanwhile, Venture can pull out a gigantic drill and start drilling into the ground underneath you. And if you don't move out of the way, you will be pulled into a 15 like Marvel versus Capcom combo that you can't escape and die.
You really need to like learn when to switch characters, which yeah, I don't know if I like that or not, because there's times where I'm just like, I want to play this character. It's like the TF2 equivalent of like, being in a scout mood, but then you walk out of spawn and there's like 2 mini sentries and then a level 3 at like the enemy spawn, and it's just like, all right, good luck, good fucking luck.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, Overwatch is really it's strong on like counter picks. Like, there'll be some times where you're just not allowed to play the class you want to play.
Yeah, every scout main is a demo main
What?
because of sentries.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you said something like that before.
No, we just said that TF2 is a chat room with guns, if you don't remember that.
Shut the fuck! I'm leaving.
Absolute cinema. We did it again.
Can I get my?
He
Can I
brought
get
it
my?
back to the chat room with guns.
Can I fucking get my oh, shit, I'm having a stroke. Can I get
ahead.
my picture changed from the blonde version, please?
I know I would have to change the CSS code of the overlay, so that is not going to happen, unfortunately.
You are the blonde boy. This is just accurate.
I did
to
make
life.
it a little too blonde, I think.
Yeah, no, that's piss yellow. Like,
well,
That is how your
he's a
fucking
blondie.
hair looks.
That is your hair, to be fair.
One day after getting hair dye.
Piss yellow.
I think most actually, yeah, because we did our live episode while I had the blonde hair, so it's you know.
When are we doing that again? When are we meeting up again?
I
Never,
did
it's
ask,
never
and
happening.
I said, and Party was like, "I'm not going to Ireland." So
Yeah, well, I gotta get a leukemia test to enter Irish soil. So
that is so. I fucking still don't believe that.
That
like,
is real. That is real. Both Britain and Ireland, I need to get a leukemia test a week beforehand to enter the country.
transmittable. Like,
I don't know.
It sounds like based on hateful ideas to me. It's like,
Maybe
if you
it's
come
like-
from Bosnia, you need a leukemia test.
Maybe it's like Bosnians go to like Britain and Ireland to get like leukemia treatment, so can't be having that. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
why that is, but you can't. But anyway, I genuinely think that. Sorry, I'm still stuck on the leukemia. I think Overwatch. I think Overwatch is fun. I think people throw around words like MOBA or whatever to like dissuade TF2 players from giving it a shot. I think everyone watching should give it a shot, at least for like a couple hours, because either you'll find another game you enjoy playing, or you will gain a newfound appreciation for TF2. And I think both of those, like, you win either way if you give this game a chance. Like, if you end up liking it or not liking it.
With the with the MOBA terms like being thrown around, what reminds me is like why I started playing Overwatch again is that like I really wanted to give Deadlock like a fair chance. And I don't think the game's bad. It's just like not a genre for me at all. But like I remember coming out of like a couple games, just being kind of like really, really upset and thinking to myself, like, man, I think we were too mean to Overwatch too.
That is true. We gave I think we started playing Deadlock like literally a week before it like quote unquote went public or whatever. But
Yeah.
we were playing and we were just having a miserable time. I think this could be like an episode in and of itself. But like I think what's it called?
MOBAs?
Deadlock was like the most miserable gaming experience I have ever had. I've sunk in like 2 hours into it, which might not be enough to make a judgment of a game, but I was so utterly and completely miserable from Deadlock that it like made me lose faith in like gaming. So gaming it wasn't fun anymore for like all of like 2 minutes. And then I, went back to TF2 and I also went back to Overwatch, gave it a chance again, and it made me, yeah, like Azelle said, like just say like, oh yeah, maybe I was too harsh on Overwatch. Maybe it's not actually a bad game.
Yeah, no, Deadlock was dead. That's why I was so like not willing to play Overwatch, because I thought it was gonna be another Deadlock. I thought that's what it was. I thought it was gonna be like that. I was dreading it because Deadlock was absolutely just there was just nothing fun about it. I cannot point out one thing I liked about it.
I
The combat was
I remember
the combat
not being
wasn't
able to
fun.
like not being able to select my character. I need to select 3 characters. So immediately I couldn't play as Brawnius or however like the design that appealed to me is the most. It told me like no Brawnius for you. Okay, whatever. And then I went in and my shots were doing no damage, 0 damage at all all
Yeah, no,
times.
you can't kill anyone in Dreadlock. It's actually crazy.
You cannot kill anyone. So then I found out that actually you need to level up your character during this 30-minute long match. You need to level up your fucking character to do any damage. So how do you level up your character? You level it up by killing these basically AFK defenseless like bots all strewn across the map. And like, that's great. That's a lot of fun. And after doing that, that which was like miserable in and of itself because you're just like clicking. I know I keep bringing it back to TF2 because it is a TF2 podcast, but it's like if MVM had scout bots, but they didn't do any damage or anything. They just like stood there, and your job was to like shoot them for an hour, and that was like man versus machine, everybody. So I was like completely and utterly miserable playing that game, and it was like I hated it. I'm sorry. I maybe I'm gonna upset some people, but I think hold on, we have a thing from Cypherlock in chat. The style of Deadlock punishes you for going for fights unless you make the fight very unbalanced by teaming or farming for ages. Yeah, and I hate that. That's terrible. That's not fun. And I remember I said earlier in the stream those like scout 1v1s where neither of you are hitting your shots. I had that exact moment with like a guy from the enemy team. We were like shooting each other. I was dodging and weaving past the shots. I was actually getting like a lot of shots on him. But the thing is, I hit him like 10 times, but my shots were doing like no damage, while he like hit me once and my health bar was half of it was gone. And then I like finally whittle him down. I was like, okay, a couple more shots should do it. I can finally kill this guy. And then he uses like a stupid like ability like smoke bomb teleport out of harm's way, please. And it's like, fuck you. It's like it was like so upsetting. It was like the worst, actually putting my foot down right now, worst gaming experience I've ever had was playing Deadlock. And it's unfortunate. I hate that it's a Valve game that I've had like the least fun with ever, but that's just how it is. I hate Deadlock. Sorry, I went on a whole rant. That was like my activation code.
It's the thing. I mean, like ultimately, like I think we went into it from our like perspective and like enjoyment of like for expecting a shooter with MOBA elements, but it is like a MOBA with third-person shooter elements, which I don't think is gonna like I sunk a couple hours into it. I also had like a horrible experience at first, but like I tried my best to like get better at it in like the more MOBA sense. I like tried, learning a bit like better farming and stuff. I tried to avoid fights. I tried playing a bit more like I tried like playing a lot more support based characters like Ivy. Like she's super fun. She's a character you can like pick up your teammates with her ultimate and then just like bring them in the air with you wherever. And it's like it's fun, but like to get to that point, you have to go through like the farming of like the first two halves of the game, only to get to the the late stage of the match where like everyone is like pretty much fully fueled up on their abilities and like can actually like kill each other and have a fun time, and you don't need to farm anymore. You don't you know and I feel like that doesn't work long term too well if you're like asking the like the MOBA audience to like essentially like engage fully with the mechanics like that, because I think like what people like about stuff like League of Legends or like Dota is that like essentially you're just like you just like click on a screen and then you can do whatever you want on the side. It's like you don't put all of your efforts into like controlling anything about the game there. It's like you just like click on a character, you click on a location, it's easy to farm and do all of that stuff. I played a game of League and I had a decent time, but I just don't like the game because like it's just how it is. It's the kind of game where like you kind of sit around and you click your screen, and then if you do what the tutorials tell you to do, then you can win. But with Deadlock, I don't think the MOBA audience is going to have the patience for that.
I definitely have seen a lot of r/TF2 soldiers, soldiers as in troopers, shit on Deadlock or whatever. Because I think, at least this is true for me, that a lot of us from the TF2 community went into Deadlock thinking it was going to be anything like TF2. Because I kept seeing like news articles being like, Overwatch meets League of Legends meets Team Fortress 2, and I was like, well, I like two of those, so let's see. And it was just like, where is the TF2? Where, because you can select multiple characters. Does that make it TF2?
It's really just like it's more if you want to make a comparison, it's like Dota 3. So like most people who love Dota 2 like love this game, and that's really good for them, but like it's like nothing like everyone's been advertising it as something it's not, which is kind of upsetting.
One thing that like after Deadlock came out, or not when it came out, when it started getting like pushed around, like people getting like keys for it, I was like seeing loads of people on my Twitter be like, I love this game, and there's like already memes and inside jokes about it, and it's like, did I just like miss the fucking boat? Like, am I just like, is there something broken in my head or something? Because I saw loads of people loving the game, so I don't know if they're just like masochists or I'm just broken. So,
Comes the edgiest sentence you've ever said. Are others masochists, or am I just broken?
I didn't mean that in a.
You're playing too much Reaper, man.
Can you fix the broken? Can you feel my heart?
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. Great podcast.
God, I hate this podcast. Let's fucking end this.
I think we're gonna be surpassed by the chuckle nuts if we keep going.
No.
We already have.
No. Yeah, basically Deadlock, more like dead cock. If you guys
yeah.
If you
play
guys
an ad, that sucked.
Play an ad.
We gotta
cut the
run
commercial.
away.
Cut the commercial.
Uh,
Oh yeah, great point in. Oh, I should not have drunk. Great point in chat. Overwatch is better because of Tracer's ass. GG. I do agree with that.
True.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We got Tracer, Sombra, Widowmaker. We got new character Juno coming in. We got.
Okay, no, hold on,
Grandpa, it's time to get to bed.
You're
Take
forgetting.
your meds,
Okay.
get to
You're
bed.
forgetting about Heavy's big supple ass.
Is it big?
Supple.
Isn't it the whole thing that he's like really
Fucking-
small
Why
legs?
supple?
It is
Okay.
not supple. It is.
Not from what I've seen.
Supple is like
Can-
small, isn't it?
Azelle, can you send
it's
me?
Like, it's like concrete.
Azelle, can you
Supple
can you
meaning.
send me the what's it called? The SPH heavy
Bending and
transparent. I
moving
can put it on screen.
A Heavy's ass is not supple. That's bending and moving easily and gracefully.
Dude's bringing out the fucking like dictionary to like.
Yeah, because his
debate about
ass is
Heavy's
not
ass.
supple. Like it's
Like,
not.
what are we
sorry,
doing
we
here?
just
This
lost like a
podcast is
fucking.
crazy.
We just lost like 10 viewers when we started talking about Heavy's ass.
Okay, so but I'm just saying, you know
Yeah,
that
we
you
gotta
know
bring
that
it back
original,
to characters that like people
know that
agree,
original-
can agree on.
you know the original Mike spam. Charge me, Doc, right behind you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You remember that? That's classic. I love this. Okay. Let's talk about.
Go to bed.
Put the fries in the bag.
Okay.
Talk to it in the bag.
In parkour society, no one goes for the beef.
I'm dead serious. Can we just cut this? Like,
No,
So,
no,
like,
no.
How do you
we're
guys
still-
feel about Paradox from Deadlock? Oh my
Okay.
god.
I'm gonna be. Hold on. I need to put that on screen. I need. What are we talking about?
I think our humor is gone forever.
Dude, my
I
humor is so broken.
My humor is so broken.
Dude, can you please stop talking like this? Like,
Indeed, put the thing on the screen you wanted to put on the screen.
the fucking heavy, the flopping heavy fucking.
Oh my god.
what were they smoking when they did this podcast,
Fucking Sasha with
Say-
erectile dysfunction.
I want to say in chat, sorry, Dickinson. I don't think any one of us has played Marvel's Rivals.
What the fuck is that?
That's
It's
the.
like their own
oh.
hero shooter.
Yeah. Apparently, it's like a lot like Overwatch. Like a ton.
I don't know. I saw
I'm pretty
that.
sure it's
Like,
a
I've seen
third-person game.
footage. Yeah, I've seen footage where it's like third-person Iron Man, but it's just Farah. Like,
isn't it like? Can you also like? I heard you can play as Spider-Man, so that's pretty cool.
Also, it's not out yet. So
Yeah.
are we
Is
talking
it-
about another game? Is there not? What?
no, Marvel Rivals is not out right now.
What's the other game I saw things from then?
You're probably
there's a
seeing,
Marvel game like that.
pre-released
No,
footage.
no,
or
no.
something.
No, that's like beta footage, bro. There was beta. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay, here's a
Maybe I'll
question
think of
for you, Azelle. What do you think of Splitgate 2?
I think Splitgate 1 will always be better. Splitgate 1 is easy to just pop in and out quickly, just go for a quick game, quick
Fucking hate
matches.
Splitgate. Fuck Splitgate.
I think
Azell's
we're really
the only one who sings the praises of Splitgate, bro.
I played Splitgate when it first came out, and there was a guy who put his like portal in like a corner, and then he like crouched at the corner, and then he like sniped from the portal. And we should talk about something else. This is traumatic. But
we'll have
there's
a Splitgate episode one day.
it's
Oh, you can
absolutely
play
not.
as Venom in Rivals.
Yes.
That is getting in my wish list
Oh,
right
that
now.
is getting all 15 inches from me.
Of Venom?
Yeah.
6 months?
So, okay.
Dude.
I will. Okay. I'm gonna be
Indy's
talking
turning
about.
off.
I'm gonna
Indy,
be
go
talking
to
about.
bed. Go to bed.
Go to bed. It's 9.
You're fucking drunk.
No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be talking. Okay, so put in questions in chat, and we're gonna be answering them. Whether it be about Overwatch, about us, who gives a fuck about anything. we'll be answering them. But while you guys type up your questions before the end of the stream, I'm gonna be talking about our Swishcast Central TF2 server. So if you guys join our Discord right now, Swishcast Central, you'll be able to connect to a TF2 server. No, we're not turning into TF2. Okay, that upset me. Game over. So
never fucking compare us to them, okay?
okay,
But I can't think. Just because I'm a content creator.
Just because I'm a creator, I can't flirt with somebody. I mean, tell me what the fuck's going on. Sorry.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Anyway, we've been playing a lot of maps that were lost media. So we've been playing a lot of old, like 2007 to 2009 TF2 maps on our server. We host frequent play sessions. So if you join our Discord, you'll be able to catch when these play sessions happen. They're always a lot of fun. Azel, vouch.
I absolutely vouch. We played Capture Point Falling. It was peak.
Yeah,
I placed a sentry and ruined the game for everybody.
I think we'll have to make that like a. I think we'll have to talk about those maps in an episode, to be honest, because we've played so many really crazy, kooky, out there maps that were actually really fun. And yeah, we'll be hosting frequent play sessions at least once a week now, I think we said. So I'll be getting on that. Yeah, falling. And yeah, so if you join the Discord, you'll be privy to that. I think it's in the description. If it isn't, seek it out. I don't fucking know. I think also, who was this question in chat? Will you do a Marvel Rivals Smasher Pass stream?
What? Is it? Do we just?
You didn't have to read that question out loud.
Yeah,
you know the answer.
Guys, I am so sorry, but I've never had to shit more in my life. I need to go. I need to go now.
Bye, Sam.
Go for it.
Are you like nearly at the end? Because I can come back.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
I cannot do, like, I genuinely, hand on heart, this is the worst I've ever had to shit in my life.
Like I need to
go for it, run for it.
Bye. Oh my fucking.
Oh my god, Sam just like ran out of the studio like he's like.
He's like tapping his belly. He's like, "Oh my god!"
He is not invited to the Christmas episode.
Like, what are you talking about? Just go.
This has been a great episode.
We have a question. We have a question from Max the One. What do you think is the gayest character in TF2? Besides Pyro, Map had already figured that one out totally.
Oh god.
Pishu, I'm putting that one on you. What's the gayest character?
Who's the gayest character? Well,
Miss Pauling.
Fucking
sorry, I stole your thunder.
Spy, because he's in love with Sniper and they're fucking and kissing and
no, it's Sniper and Scout. They're fucking.
No, wrong. It's Demo Man and Soldier.
No, they're brothers.
What?
Dude, I'm gonna de-blog your shit. I don't know. What is the shit you do on Tumblr? Like when you hate shit.
De-blog?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm gonna quote tweet you, brother. Don't fuck with me. No.
Sorry, I'm reading Sam's fucking message right now. I'm so desperate for that shit. It's not even funny. I'm desperate for shit. Like,
I'm gonna put that on screen.
So somebody here, somebody in the chat as well. Gomino also said, "Am I having deja vu? I'm pretty sure this is not the first time Sam gets away for taking a dump, and it is definitely not.
It has definitely not been the first time. This podcast has been around for the better part of 2 years.
1992.
True.
Why isn't this working? What the? Okay, you guys keep wasting air. Hold on.
One more question. 2 for Azel. Is the hair on your Persona character supposed to look like a head crab? If so, I think it looks really cool.
It's
What about-
it's
what
not
about
meant
it-
to be a head crab, but the shape kind of just turned into that, and I think it is cool as well. Thank you.
Yeah, what happens if it's not supposed to be like that? Does it not look cool? Is that what you're saying? It's
Yeah,
like,
it
oh, it's
turns
utter
it
shit if
turns
it's
it
not.
turns like it turns so bad. It becomes so bad.
It has like green aura. Fucking
I should make my
emanating
character
from it.
bald.
That is true. Yeah, it'll be more accurate to like what it is.
Oh, yeah. Also, I saw somebody like ask about ask for us to talk about PvZ Garden Warfare,
Never
and like
played
I've
it.
never played it. Cash, have you ever played it?
Huh?
He's deliberating on that one.
Wait, what did you
I-
say?
Have you ever played PvZ Garden
Warfare?
Warfare? Yeah.
What a goat game! What a fucking goat game, bro! Oh my god.
Did you actually play it?
Yes, I did. I played it on the Xbox. I played.
Of
both
course,
Garden
it all comes full
Garden
circle.
Warfare and what about my Xbox? Okay, do you want to go into it? No, let's not. But yeah, I played both Garden Warfare and Garden Warfare 2. Both are GOAT games. I think Garden Warfare 2 was the perfect sequel. It faithfully built on what the last game was about. And then after that, the fucking Neighborville fucking shit is so dog ass. Fuck, shut
I've
up,
seen
idiot.
that. Yeah, they took the swag away from like the orange peel like guy entirely.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
also added like nothing characters. And like, yeah, it's just it's ass. Anyways, that's my thoughts about
Here's
Garden Warfare.
I think Plants vs Zombies only had two good games. The first one and the card game, Plants vs Zombies Heroes. That was peak. That was peak. None of you have played it in this call. I can tell.
I have
'cause-
not played it at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not
But it was
at
peak.
all.
It was peak. It was peak, and I still play it to this day sometimes. So if you queue up for a online 1v1 on PvZ Heroes, you might run into me beasting with the pea shooter sunflower combo. So I'm just warning y'all right now. I think yeah, okay, there you go. Max to one chat. PvZ Heroes goated. There you go. Peak game. I love that game. Probably the only good card game in existence. Anyway,
You know, one thing I've just like realized we like kind of like completely like skipped over when talking about Overwatch and TF2 is they like in Overwatch 2 they added like new game modes. They added 5 CP and basically Hydro. And we didn't really talk about that and how like because I think the way they did Hydro, like the different points across like a massive map without having to reload the map every time. I think they
much
did
better than the TF2 version.
yeah, they made Hydro work.
Like actually.
And I think they made 5 CP like actually functional for Overwatch. Because the points are all like right next to each other, and it's not about like who rolls the enemy team basically or doesn't. You have like a maximum of like 5 points, and the point just kind of goes back and forth to give you like an advantage on like positioning.
And each team has to capture at least like 3 and to like win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are right, Dickinson. The Sunflower and Rustbot heroes and PvZ heroes are pretty goated, but my go-to of choice was always a Walnut, and it's then the Super Zombie. And yeah, sorry, I wasn't listening to what you guys were saying.
You completely locked into the fucking.
I was waiting
I
was waiting for my turn to speak. Have you ever guys talked to Have you guys ever talked about the confirmed TF2 comic being in sometimes I want to hack to there's a TF2 comic being in production, and I don't think we have. That's very hype, but I think they'll give up again, like they always do.
Yeah,
think
I mean,
it's
we
awesome and I can't
saw
wait.
like 2 panels.
I think they'll give up again, like they always
Yeah, and
do.
everyone is dead.
Do you think they'll do anything in game for that? Do you think, like, as a tie-in or fucking anything?
Probably
It would be really
not.
cool, but they will not. I don't think they'll have the. They could be bothered
I don't
to
think
do
they
that.
give enough of a fuck.
I think there could be like a fan, community update planned for it, but that's not going to get in the game. Well, yeah, I'm kind of upset that like the what was it, Tropic Crisis didn't like fully, get more stuff from it into the game for the summer update, but I do like that they put mostly maps from it and that they kind of made it last a little longer. I'm assuming because, they wanted people to play a lot more of these maps for a bit longer. And by the way, is the summer event still going on?
I think
I
so.
don't think so. Is it?
No, it's not.
Because
It's not. My bad. It's not.
okay, good. Because they made it last for like what was it, up to like September, like
15,
halfway
but-
through September. Yeah.
What's your username on PVZ Heroes so I can know when I'm not
Dude.
giving that out. I'm not giving that out.
Yeah. Doxing myself on PVZ Heroes.
I'm not giving out my PVZ Heroes account name, alright? That's not gonna happen. Alright, yeah.
You'll
I think
just have to
that
kind of like know that there's always a chance you're fighting Indy. And
Yeah.
it's probably going to be when you lose, unfortunately for you.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna, bro.
Exactly. When I
Like
play
Wayne said.
whatever he's just fucking said, and also whenever I play the pineapple character, I win. So just so you know. Anyway, guys, I think that's oh shit. I think that's gonna do it for this episode of Swishcast. I think.
Yeah, a little mini, not really focused Swishcast.
yeah,
just because
no,
we
I
haven't done it in a bit, and we do have plans for future Swishcasts to be a lot better and
Yeah,
more
no,
like structured.
Yeah, no, this was one of our worst Swishcasts yet, but we're gonna be picking up the ball soon. Azel's working on a banger Halloween special. I'm working on a banger Christmas special, and hopefully we'll have some smaller episodes in between. Very fun to do Swishcast. I forgot how fun this was. Just need to stop drinking, start gaming, I think. Drink less for next time. And yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. And yeah. Bye, NASCAR Dickinson. Bye, everyone else.
And do.
Make sure to join the Discord so you can play TF2 with us.